Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for following me. Um, what we were going to talk about today, it's not what we were going to talk about, what we are going to talk about today is surrendering to what is. But what does that mean? You've probably heard that statement many times. If you've done some deeper spiritual work, that's something that comes out, surrendering to what is. So let's talk about this in this example, in this moment right now. So when we're looking at it from that standpoint is our subconscious mind. So look at your situation right now. Your situation right now has elements of the past and it has fear of the future coming into it. So in there, they have different emotions that you are putting out into the universe, into the quantum field. So if we're thinking about the past and we're like, oh, this person didn't do this, or I get really upset with this. And it's so happy you're here, Facebook user. And we're really upset with this. And you start living in the scenarios of the past, then throughout your day, you're given more examples of why you are frustrated, or more frustrating moments come in that situation. So let's take a look at this from a dis-ease perspective. If you've been diagnosed with an autoimmune condition or multiple sclerosis, like I was diagnosed with, then when you notice a symptom coming, then all of a sudden you step back into the past, or you fast forward to the future and go, oh, am I getting worse? Is this going to happen in this way? So then we begin dictating an outcome that we do not want. So when we look at this powerful aspect of surrendering, let's go back to that statement, surrendering to what is. So then when we do this, we step into the present moment of now. We surrender over if a symptom comes in. And I've had many, many moments where symptoms came in and it took my walking away, or my vision was impaired, or another symptom came in that made me feel absolutely terrible through the disease progression of multiple sclerosis. So what I was doing in that period is I kept bringing that emotion back. I kept bringing that experience back to me. Now, in this moment right now, your subconscious mind might be saying, "You're crazy, Matt. That is what is happening to me right now. And I've got to face the facts. This is what's going on." And so with this, you can see there in that statement and in that moment that we go into a stressful state thinking about the symptom. And being in that stressful state, we're now putting an energy of stress. And we all know at this point, if you've been following me, that we are all energy. You have 10 trillion 10 trillion plus cells inside of your body. And each one of those cells are conscious. They are basically holding on to every feeling, experience, and thought you have ever had is getting trapped within you. That's why your body can feel it before the moment happens. There's a great book called The Body Keeps Score that talks about this. And so now it's getting proven in science today and in the medical profession that yes, the body holds on to trauma. And so now, if we continue to live, whether the trauma is a big T or a little t trauma, and we continue to live by that trauma, then we'll continue bringing similar experiences to your life that you don't want. It's ones that you didn't sign up for, you didn't intend to have it that way, but you live it in that experience once again, over and over and over again. So, a powerful step on the healing journey is surrendering to what is. So, now let's take a look at the situation of a symptom coming in. And the symptom comes in, it could be an argument with a spouse, it could be something else that happened to you. And what we'll do is we'll hold on to it and we want to justify that we're right because we don't want to be wrong. And so we'll want to justify that we're right in that case. So we have a powerful opportunity to surrender, to take a look at the symptom coming in and saying, okay, I have a symptom coming in right now. I see this, I feel it. And then when we take a breath and go, okay, I'm going to surrender over to this. I'm not going to feed this symptom with an emotion. And that is the aspect of surrendering to what is. It just happened. So, for example, I'll tell you the story. I remember years ago, it has to be 16 years ago. I was driving my car and I was making a left turn, and somebody ran the red light and T-boned my car. I was safe and everything was fine, but totaled the car. So in that moment, I had an opportunity. I could step out of my car and start screaming and yelling and getting really upset with the individual that hit me that ran the light. I could have gotten upset. Why didn't I pay attention more? Put the blame on myself. Or I could surrender to it and say, the car's hid. I can't fix this situation. I am safe. I don't have any injuries. And when I finally got out of my car, because at that side, so I could get out of the driver's side, so I could get out of the car in that moment. And the first thing I did was walk to the other vehicle and ask them if they were okay. In that situation, I surrendered to what is in that moment. I just got in a car accident. It happened. There's nothing I can do. So let's put this at the symptomatic level. I have a symptom that came in. So I can either get upset, frustrated, and angry over this situation, which is going to make that situation grow more and more within your life, or you can open your hands and surrender to that moment. So this is a powerful step on your healing journey. No matter what is happening, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And you're looking at that situation, either it's showing you somewhere else to take a look at, saying, for example, oh, what did I eat last night? Am I stressed out right now? Am I frustrated at something? Do I need to release? And if we're not willing to surrender in that moment, we're not open to hearing what may be happening, listening to our bodies and going, okay, body, what do you need? And your body may just need rest. It may need your compassion. It may just need an essence of love, like a self hug coming into that moment saying, you know what, you're okay. You're alive. You're breathing. You can make this work. But if we don't surrender to it, we don't see the answer. We stay keep hidden in this moment, living out the scenario of the symptom with frustration, anger, essentially into a moment of fear. And if we decide to be in that fear, like energy attracts like energy. And if we decide to be in that moment of fear, it will attract more fear or more opportunities to be fearful in that essence. So, taking a look at this, where can you take a look at a situation that happens? It just happened. It's okay. You are safe. There's nothing else going to hurt you in that moment. And we open our hands and we surrender to what is. So we open up our voices, we open up our ears to hear, we open up our feeling to go, okay, body, what do you need? How can I support you? This is where healing takes a whole nother level. Because when we take a magic pill, that magic pill has side effects. That magic pill doesn't always work all the time, especially for multiple sclerosis. It's only 27% effective. And if I think in that moment, oh, I got a symptom, and then I take the pill, well, then I'm telling every cell of my body that that is not going to work. And then I respond in kind. And so it keeps it from actually being as effective as possible. So when we look at this, what can you surrender to? So a big, powerful opportunity this weekend that you have, and even maybe just right after this video that you're watching, is really take a look at what is currently happening. What relationship am I giving to this situation? And then surrendering to it. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It has a bad context with giving up. So look at surrendering as allowing. I'm allowing myself to feel this moment, to allow this moment to move through me. And you move that energy through yourself so it no longer gets trapped within you, perpetuating another symptom. So this is work. This is work on this level. But the first step that we are going to step towards this weekend or today is to become aware of where I'm holding on to something. And this is really difficult to do in moments where you might be frustrated about something. So as you're looking at it from that standpoint, okay, where can I release? Where can I let go of this? Where can I see this as just an event? And you're basically putting it into a beautiful space. And you're allowing the next space to emerge within you, which is love, compassion, healing, your desire. So if you put something out in the quantum field, the way that we attract that to ourselves is not by doing more or fighting or frustration or anger in that moment. The way we attract more of that coming to us is by opening and surrendering and going into a state of joy and love and compassion. And during a moment of stress, this can be very difficult. It'll be one of the most difficult things that you do, but also it can be one of the most important things that you do on your journey. So I love you all so much. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for being a part of this. And put in the comments, put in there at any time, write down, what are you surrendering to? What am I holding on to so tight? Like, for example, if I'm holding on to, I want to heal, I want to heal, I want to heal so bad, you are putting an energy out there of, I don't have it. So then you get more experiences of not having it. And if you feel that you're doing that, become aware and say, okay, where am I blocking? Where am I making this harder for myself? This journey does not have to be difficult. It does not have to be hard. It can be filled with joy and love. And if you don't think it can, then it won't in there. If you think, oh man, this person always upsets me, then that person will always upset you in that moment. So take an opportunity this weekend to surrender to what is in this moment right now. Put yourself in that present moment. And in that present moment, you are healed. So I love you all so much. And I'll see you guys all on Monday.